Hello and welcome to Commodity Champions. I'm Anisha Gupta. And the yellow metal gets costlier as prices hover near an 8-month highs on the back of a weak dollar. The prices have also received a boost from increased demand from China. Gold has outperformed most of the other asset classes as it has surged by 3% so far in the new year itself. With less than a month to go for the Union Budget 2023-24, the jewelry industry has put forth its wish list. The diamonds and gemstone industry is seeking a reduction in imports duty from 5 to 2.5%. Meanwhile, the precious metal industry, which includes gold, silver and platinum, wants import duty to be reduced to 4%. The industry also wants basic custom duty on jewelry to be hiked to 25%. To speak more about the budget wish list, Vipul Shah, chairman at the Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council, is now here with us at CNBC TV 18. Mr. Shah, hi, thank you so much for joining us. Starting with the budget wish list itself, and we are barely 15 days away from that, and there is just so much that the industry needs, requires, and wishes for as well. Starting with the import duty itself, and I do understand that we are not at a very competitive place where we stand with 15 to 18% more duty than what Dubai also does. How much do you think the government would be ready to roll this back?
Good afternoon, Manisha. Nice talking to you. As far as the duties on the precious metals, which is gold and silver, is concerned, we have been pushing it for a long time to bring it down to 4%. That could be competitive for exports and good for the country. But somehow this request every year, which we are keeping, and we are always hopeful that government will look into it. As we don't want the illegal channels to come into the industry and play the foul games. So our government we're trying to make sure that the government brings down the duty to 4% to discourage the smuggling activities which takes place.
Mr. Shah, that's pretty much evident, wouldn't you see? Because if you look at the spot markets in India right now, the gold is trading at around $28 to $30 at discount. Would you say that is one other reason that we have seen higher import duty create?
Not really as such, because it is gold again is being followed as far as the international markets are concerned, and again with the rising interest costs, and also gold is an inflation hedge. So gold, as now China coming out of COVID also, so it's looking and it's a big consumer of gold. So personally, I feel gold in dollar terms also is looking very, very bullish. So that is also taking the price to the skyrockets.
What's your sense about diamonds and lab-grown diamonds? I mean, that's the new kid on the block. What is this sector looking forward to from budget?
Yes, this sector looks very, very promising, and we've been very encouraged. And as far as lab-grown diamonds are concerned, we are having almost 3,000 to 3,500 semiconductor, means 3,500 CVD machines already in India, and we have many more in progress. And that's a technology which has been very well adapted by our people over here. And very soon, this industry means from mere $1 billion, we look to see it going to almost $5 to $6 billion in next 4 or 5 years. And there is a huge people are looking for this sector as far as the margins are concerned, the profitability is concerned. Only is the question how the acceptability and the marketing has to be done. So this looks very promising, and it is supplementing our industry as well.
So, Mr. Shah, apart from the duty cuts that you're looking at and the fact that the diamonds need a lot of more push coming in, what else is on the list right now?
Currently, see, we are precisely asking for 4 important major things. We are very much focused. We are having a special notified zone for all the foreign mining companies who are coming here, and they are able to view the goods over here. But unfortunately, they cannot sell the goods because of the complex tax system. So after the viewing, the goods go back to UAE, Belgium, and again re-imports into India. So what we are in talks with the government, that if this could be looked into a presumptive tax for these foreign mining companies, if at least that could be competitive to Dubai and Belgium, so that will encourage. And as it is, India consumes and cut and polish the rough diamonds over here. So that will be really a good booster. Okay. So government is looking into it, and I'm hopeful that on this budget at least there should be some kind of announcement as far as special notified zone sales can proceed with some kind of relaxation to all the foreign mining companies.
Okay. Well, that aside, you've just come back from IIJS as well, and the industry has started to look at that as a barometer on what can be seen in sense of demand and business overall going forward. What has been your takeaway from the latest one?
Yes, I can tell you that this was one of the very good show in the beginning of the new year, and it was very promising. We spoke to all of the exhibitors. It was one of the largest IIHS signature show, which took place, more than 2,300 exhibitors and more than 3,500 booths. So it was spread on 5 days. And overall, when I'm speaking to all the exhibitors, they were very happy, and they were the opportunity. They're looking forward. And yes, only thing is that gold prices which are going high, so that is a concern. We need some kind of stability. So yes, we are crossing our fingers, and it should be a good season for us coming ahead.
Well, as you mentioned, the gold prices have been on a higher side, and the jewelry demand clearly seems to have taken a bit of a hit because of that. The month of December hasn't been so great. January hasn't started so well as well for the jewelry as a sector, and that can be seen as per the latest data that you have put out in sense of exports, where the quarter-on-quarter seems fine, but the month of December definitely doesn't. What do you think will need for a push when it comes to exports as well?
Yes, this is where you are rightly said. December has been a little bit disappointing, and mainly reason is that because of high interest costs going up, interest rising costs, the retailers are also become very much cautious. They do not want to restock the goods. They just want to take it one by one, how the sales take place, and based on that, they are giving the orders. So we are seeing orders compared to last December. We are seeing less orders in SEAF. Yes, we are hopeful that we could have a good Valentine season coming forward, and we are hopeful that there will be orders coming in. And this quarter is going to be a challenging quarter for all of us, and we are just crossing our fingers that the target which has been given by our Honorable Prime Commerce Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, 45.7. Hopefully, we should achieve that target.
The other thing that the industry keeps an eye on and the impact of is the FTAs, and the latest ones with UAE and Australia. How do you read on that?
Yes, that has been a good booster. These are the things which is very important, and it is helping the industry. Our gold exports after the CEPA and these agreements which has taken place has really boosted our gold exports, gold jewelry exports to UAE and Australia. And I think many more this kind of treaties which is taking place, which we have heard from the Honorable Commerce Minister that very soon we are looking at the EU. We are looking forward for the UK, as well as we are looking for the Canada. So hopefully this kind of treaties, if this takes place in 2023, that is going to be a good booster for our sector as such.
All right, that's going to be a booster for this year. How would you look back at 2022? I mean, there were all kind of uncertainties there, but gold prices and demand both gave us a positive there. The start to 2023 has been slightly on a weaker side. Again, as we've been talking on how the gold prices have continued to be on a very bullish note, they continue to be trading at an 8-month highs there. But looking forward, apart from these trade agreements, how is the overall year looking to you as GJEPC? What is going to be your game plan for this year now?
2023, to be honest, is going to be a challenging year.
Okay.
Because it's a year where we are going to see rising interest costs. People are going to be cautious. People will have to cut down on their costs. That is the area where this year is going to be a little bit of unpredictable. Hopefully, we are just crossing our fingers that it goes well for the gems and jewelry industry. Yes, but yes, on back of my mind, yes, I am little bit cautious as far as 2023 is concerned because of a lot of things. Hopefully, this Ukraine-Russia also the war resolves. That could also help us to ease on the supply, as well as Chinese New Year, after the Chinese New Year, how the sales are taking place in China. If the government is injecting a lot of money in the economy, that could help into spending, and that could also result into demand. So that also we are hopeful, because US, we do not too much of dependence only on one market. Also, it's not good for any sector as such. So we are hopeful that Chinese market also start picking up after the Chinese New Year.
Oh, well, absolutely. You are looking for more markets there. A final question, Mr. Shah, and this is, I mean, as you look at 2023 as a challenging year, but we have seen jewelers in India continue to expand, open more stores. There's way more capex now entering into the market. So is there something as an advisory caution note that you have put out to the industry?
To be honest, domestic market is doing good.
Okay.
As far as my job, my job is on the export promotion side, and for me, export market is also playing an important role. But you are seeing that a huge consumption in the domestic market. A lot of weddings have taken place, so that means there is an upbeat. So overall, things in the domestic market, only the concern is the gold price, which is shooting up, and the way it is going, that could affect the demand as such. So yes, overall, people need to be cautious. Inventory levels has to be maintained and wait for right opportunities. And I'm sure if there is a proper self-discipline in the industry, things should be looking good for the gems and jewelry sector as a whole.
All right. So from budget to exports to prices to business acumen, all of that coming in from Mr. Vipul Shah there. Thank you so much for joining us today. And with that note, we'll take a short break. But coming up after all that glitter that we spoke about, we'll add some sweet to the show. The sugar industry also has laid down its expectations from the upcoming budget. Our discussion with Sanjoy Mohanty on the other side.